Good morning, and welcome to Johnny Bill's Patriot World. I'm here to talk to you today about the meeting that we had in Tazewell County last evening for civil defense. Some have called it a militia. Some don't want to use that word. I'm a 3%er, and that's the emblem on this hat, and that's what's on this computer screen, 3%. You'll notice the symbol in the middle, 1776, the 3%, and the motto, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Another of the mottos that was mentioned last night is the iconic Greek phrase, molon lave, which was spoken by the Spartan king Leonidas when the Persian king said, "Lay down your arms." The Spartan king's response was, "Molon lave," meaning, "Come, take them." So, while we are low-key, while we are not radical, we are not in terms of a fighting militia, we stand ready not to compromise with the agenda by the governor to take away our gun rights in any way. We will not compromise in any way. We will not compromise our gun rights for many reasons, among them for the rights of our children and our grandchildren to be able to protect themselves against a tyrannical government. And so resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. That was one of the rallying cries of the Revolutionary War that was written by Benjamin Franklin. It applies today just like it did then. So I'm here today to talk about what happened at the meeting in Tazewell County. We're getting prepared to assist in, if needed, if called out, and to be prepared. Part of being what a 3%er means is that, number one, we're moral people. We're the good guys, and we are everywhere. Number two, we're ready. We're prepared. A state of readiness, like the Minutemen were in the Revolutionary War. We are going to be prepared, and Tazewell County is the first county in the country to pass a resolution for a militia and a civil defense state of readiness, a civil defense committee, if you will. Call it a militia, call it a civil defense committee, call it patriots standing in a state of readiness is what it really is. And number three, we're a defensive mechanism. We never fire the first shot. That's the basis of one of the principles of the 3%ers. And so I wanted to be clear about what we're about. We're not terrorists, although the political agenda people like our governor will want to label us as terrorists. The government will want to label us as terrorists because, quite frankly, the fact that we're everywhere and that we're prepared and that we're armed scares them. And they want to disarm the people. What this is all about is a political agenda to make us all felons so we can't vote, and to take our votes away, and then to take our arms away. And it's the first step in socialism, is disarming the people. So make no mistake, that's what this is about. This isn't about making our country or making our Commonwealth safer. It's about political will and political agenda. And I'm about the Constitution. 3%ers are all about the Constitution. So I love the Constitution. I'm a patriot. I love my country. And I want to stay prepared to defend it and to defend our rights, and defend our rights as given by our founding fathers in the Constitution. And that's by God. And number one is God's will. Nothing is above God's will. This country was founded with the blessings of God, and we've gotten away from that, and that's why our country is in bad shape today. We need to turn this around and pray to God to heal our land. Amen? So I was going to show you the three percenters, and I want to call for everyone to go to Richmond on January 20th and go to the rally on the Capitol steps for the Virginia Civil Defense League. Look at their website, the Virginia Civil Defense League, and there's instructions. There's buses going. Our buses are full from Tazewell County, but we can make arrangements to help people get there. But I just wanted to speak to all those people that were at the meeting last night. It was a wonderful crowd. It was full of people that were patriots. There were three percenters in the crowd. There were also reporters. There were probably also spies for the governor. And I want them to know right here and now, we're not terrorists. We are good people that have our rights. We have a right to defend ourselves and defend our families, and we'll accept no compromise. We do not want any guns prohibited. It's not viable. This is nothing that you can do. You can't say this gun is bad and that gun is bad. It's not the guns that kill people. It's people that kill people. Our problem was with people's morality. These people that perform these shootings that is causing this political agenda movement is because people are not moral. They make very immoral decisions that normal good people would never cross that line and shoot other people that are innocent. The only time we ever bear arms is in a defensive position, to only fire back if we're fired at. These other people that are doing these shootings, our problem is with mental health, crazy people. We have no good mental health system in this country. Governor, if you really want to do something, help the mental health organizations in the regions of the county, like here in Tazewell and Russell County. Put some more money into Cumberland Mental Health. Build us some rehabilitation centers where drug addicts can go. Build us places to where we can rehabilitate prisoners. We can teach morality. Let's get morality back into the picture. Teach people that it's not okay to shoot up the place when they've got anger. Find a way to take out your anger rather than killing someone. We need to work on mental health and to have infrastructure instead of making the jails the mental health facilities. We pour your money into that. Don't pour the state's taxpayer money into confiscating guns or into making felons out of gun owners that are the good guys. Go after the bad guys, not the good guys. And I know that's not your political agenda. And that's the problem here. We need to defeat the governor's political agenda. Him and the people like them are just plain wrong. And we need to stand up with everything we've got and fight that. There are several symbols that the three percenters use. I'm a three percenter, and it's more of a movement and a way of life than a club. And the Spartan helmet is one of the symbols you see here. Rebellion against tyranny is obedience to God is what that says above it, which, like I said, was the Revolutionary War rallying cry. And if you see this symbol right here, this is the three percenters. And 3% of the population took up arms against the tyranny of King George and set about the revolution that created and founded our country. And it was founded one nation under God. And we've gotten away from that. And we need to get back to that. We need to get back to the founding principles, which include our gun rights, that were under God. And so I hope that our country can see this, our country can change. I hope that we go to Richmond and let our legislators know, hey, we're the good people. We, the people, are not in favor of taking away our gun rights. We're not in favor of okaying full-term abortions where you can go in a room and have a baby and then discuss with your doctor whether to kill it or not. That's not right. We need to be helping our people and solving our problems, not legislating tyranny. We don't need to be told what to do. We have our rights. Our rights are established by the Constitution. Let us live by them in happiness. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is what our founding fathers wanted us to do. And I think that's what we need to do. Instead of fighting about guns or fighting about abortion, we need to think about loving each other and solving our problems. Hey, Mr. Governor, what part of that don't you get? So this is Johnny Bills Patriot World signing off for now. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you take it to heart. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Boom.